Hello everyone! So I've decided to start looking for sponsors for my videos. So I'm making this video right here to both advertise that fact to potential sponsors and inform my viewers of the fact that I'm doing this while explaining why. I've had offers from sponsors in the past and I've always rejected them because to me, they all just seem totally unrelated to my content. I struggled to come up with a way that I could possibly integrate a sponsor ad into my videos without it seeming stupid and forced, and really felt that doing so would lower the quality of the end product. It's been especially hard to conceptualize because most of the sponsorship offers that I get are kind of tailored to the kind of content that I make, which actually makes them worse. Therefore, the sort of misleading, nominally progressive sort of companies that want to sell you something while claiming that, buying it is going to help to advance justice or fight climate change. Companies clearly interested in trying to profit off a more left-leaning, socially conscious audience. And I couldn't bring myself to accept money in exchange for peddling things that not only so clearly go against my own beliefs, but that also go against some of the arguments of my very own videos. Now though, I've realized that the benefits to my channel from sponsorships would far outweigh the cons, and I will get into why in just a second. But first, if any potential sponsors are watching this, I want to outline what I'm looking for. 1. Mid-roll ad spots. Nothing more than a second or two long before the video, like this video is sponsored by X or whatever, that could ruin the intro, which is by far the most important part of the video for viewer retention. Rather, something that pops up in like the middle or at the very least after the first 10 minutes or so. And 10 minutes in my videos is not a very long time. We're talking about stuff that averages around like an hour long. 2. The ads must be largely apolitical. There is a 0% chance that any organization or any company with enough money that they're looking to sponsor YouTube videos wants to advertise something that could possibly be reconciled with my political beliefs or the content of my videos. If you're sure that your product is going to make a positive change in the world, or help the fight for justice, or help you fight climate change, well, you're actually doing none of those things, and I'm just not interested. So I am only looking to advertise actual tangible products. Stuff like actually useful apps, video games, or practical, physically existing products. No one who relies on just selling a feeling or a brand, please. For example, I'd be totally okay with throwing in a spot for some headphones, because you can actually use those. Shaving equipment, again, you can use that. A video game, a calorie tracking app, or a VPN that's honest about what VPNs actually do. I would not be happy to advertise, say, an app that measures your chakras, or a VPN that claims to be useful for anything more than avoiding region blocks or Twitter bans. My videos are very, very long, with a dedicated audience that keeps coming back for more and very high average watch time. Each one will result in a minimum of easily 50,000 unique viewers being exposed to your ad spot within just a couple of weeks of uploading, and even more after that. So if you're an advertising agency or a company that meets the criteria that I outlined here, and you're interested in taking advantage of this, please contact me at my business email, badempanada@gmail.com. Now, I'd like to explain to my viewers why I've made the decision to finally accept sponsorships, despite the fact that I've rejected them without really advertising the fact that I've been doing so for like 2 years now. On the level of like each individual video, I'd say I'm still kind of against them, because any video that has ads in it would obviously be better off without them, especially when we're talking about like a few years down the line where like the company being advertised perhaps doesn't even exist anymore, or their website links have become broken or something. Then it just doesn't age very well. And one thing that I think is a strength of my content is that it's kind of timeless. You can watch it 5 years later and it's still going to be just as educational as it was the day that it was released. And overall, any video that has ads in it would obviously be better off without them, right? But the fact of the matter is that they're just one of the best options for making money from YouTube, something which there are scarce few options for in the first place. The only other options are basically YouTube ads or begging your audience for money. And to be frank, I'm already uncomfortable with the amount that I beg my audience for money as it is. The extra income that sponsorships offer would let me greatly increase the frequency with which I could complete my videos, without any compromise in the quality of the individual videos. To give you a sense of this, here is the amount of money that one of my best and longest videos made from ads on YouTube. 120,000 views, An amount that I'm very happy with actually, because my style of long, lecture-like videos full of sources are never going to be very popular among the general YouTube audience. I'm well aware of that fact, and I don't really aim to appeal to them. If you want to appeal to a much wider audience on YouTube, what you should do is rephrase Wikipedia articles while peddling comfortable Western supremacist narratives, while putting country balls or memes on the screen. And I'm just not into that. But while I'm perfectly fine with the view count of this video and of most of my others, seriously, it's insane that hundreds of thousands of people watch my stuff. The video only made $800 from YouTube ads. I worked on that video for nearly 3 months, researching, writing, recording, editing, consumed the vast majority of my time while I was working on it. So that's frankly just a completely pathetic direct return for the amount of effort that went into it. And it's especially ridiculous when you consider the video's length. Longer videos on YouTube make much more money because they have more room for mid-video ads. So if this video, clocking in at 2 hours, only made $800 for 120,000 views, I'm sure you can imagine how much less that shorter videos tend to make. Now, do you want to know what sponsors have offered me? Well, one recent concrete offer, which I refused because at the time I hadn't yet made the decision to start accepting sponsorships, was for $1,350 for just one video with a 60-second ad integration. $1,350. That would significantly more than double my average direct income from each video. And I actually talked to other creators about this, and they told me that that's actually a lowball, like significant lowball. There's people who get similar amounts of views to me, and they make like $2,500 for a 60-second ad spot. It's completely crazy. Yet even that lowball there would be completely life-changing for me. And it would be completely transformative for my channel because it would allow me to hire an editor. Editing my videos is an extremely tedious process that I struggle with quite a bit. I'm a researcher and writer at heart, yet after I'm done with the research and the writing, which is the part that I actually enjoy, I spend just as much, if not more time than I put into that, editing everything together into video format. Something that I, quite frankly, have just come to hate doing. So with an editor, this extra time investment could be avoided, and I could release videos with a much higher frequency. I'd estimate I'd probably get them out around 1.5 times more often, possibly even more. In some cases, the editing part of my video making process takes upwards of 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes even like a month. Imagine how many more videos I could be making if I was instead researching and writing during that time, while someone else who's better than me at editing, and much better at actually concentrating on doing so, was simultaneously putting the previous script into video form and doing so faster than I could too. My channel would simply be much better off as a result. Not only would things be much better for me personally, but that'd be far better for you, the viewer, because you would simply get significantly more content out of the deal, and probably with much higher production value too, because let's face it, I'm not good at editing. All I do is just cut stuff and put things on the screen. And the only cost is that there's going to be a 60-second ad spot for like, I don't know, some dumb mobile game or something in the middle of an hour-plus long video that you can just skip anyway. It's basically nothing. No one loses anything here, and there's a ton to be gained. So yeah, I've come to realize that my stubborn refusal to accept sponsorships in the past was just stupid. They might not make much sense, it might be a bit ham-fisted integrating them into my videos, but really, the downsides are minor and the upsides are massive. Aside from potentially getting lucky with the algorithm and gaining a bunch of subscribers at once, this is the only possible way that I could make enough extra money off my channel to hire an editor, which, as I've just explained, would greatly reduce the wait time between my videos. So that's why I'm gonna do it. If you're angry about this, please make sure to complain in the comments down below, because that will boost this video in the algorithm. All engagement is good engagement as far as YouTube is concerned. I still obviously have Patreon and Ko-fi, so if you'd like to support the channel voluntarily, please do go there and do so still. I don't even have a sponsor lined up yet, and I might not even find one, given that I've kind of alienated quite a few of them over the years, so none of this is a given yet. This video is not me announcing that I will have sponsorships. Rather, it's just me announcing that I am looking for them. I might not find any. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about, so bye! I'm going full bourgeois, get the guillotines.